almost 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, I made my way back out west. And within those years, I battled homelessness, dealing with my mental health issues. When I got here, I got connected right away, and it took me about a year and a half to get involved with CMHA.
Was that kind of a history of your kind of illness before? You were aware of it, or this is something that you found out later?
I didn't find out about having a mental illness till about 1996, thereabouts. They actually noticed it when I was diagnosed with having postpartum depression, and they concluded that I have a mental illness on top of that.
Was that those chemical imbalances? Did you happen to have those beforehand, or was it really exacerbated by the pregnancy?
I think it was definitely undiagnosed for many years, like maybe even 20 years, without realizing it. Uh, so since then, it's been quite the road trip. you know, um, some days are better than others, obviously, but I just try to live as normal as I can with having a mental illness, right? Like, I don't necessarily consider myself having a mental illness, because once I do, then I don't do well, period, right?
So when you say mental illness, what does that? How does it manifest itself, and what does that look like? And even the effect on other people, do they notice it?
Um, I don't notice it, so I'm not aware that other people notice it, because like I try to be as friendly and as hyper as I possibly can, because once I tell myself that I have a mental illness, then chances are I get sick, right?
When you get sick, what does that? What does that look like? How does it manifest itself?
I shop a lot, actually. um, let's see, I have manic depression. So when I'm in that low, to make myself feel better about having this mental illness, I go shopping. Even if I don't buy anything, I'm like mall rat. I don't know.
When you're done your shopping spree, because I notice I do this as well. Like, you may rack up bills, and there's this kind of guilt that overcomes you, or what happens after the spree? Is it like, oh, there's always tomorrow, or?
Well, I'm usually careful when I'm in a manic state, because like I don't live on very much money, right? So I just I go for coffee a lot, and I spend time with friends. Most of my friends are in Ontario, so I'm on the computer a lot talking to them. So it kind of bridges the gap and doesn't make me feel so isolated in my illness.
You talked about homelessness. How was kind of the mental health and that related to, and maybe talk about your experience of homelessness and how you got out of it.
Let's see. I don't know. I mean, like, I kind of feel that I'm still not out of it. Like, I kind of feel like I'm only a step away from being homeless again, right? And it's a little nerve-wracking, but I do everything to the best of my ability to ensure that I don't go back to that, because it was really rough on my mental health and me physically. But I'm actually happy that that experience happened to me, because it gives me that reminder that it can get that bad, right?
So what got you out of it? Like, and what specifically keeps you from really falling back into that?
Um, I would have to say volunteering here at CMHA helps me to just live a normal life. I'm grateful that I volunteer here, because it gets me out of the house, and I get to meet interesting people and just have fun volunteering. Right, like it's just really fun. Um,
You feel you're kind of connected back to society again? Is that?
yeah, definitely. It's it's been a tough road, and it's still tough for me, but I try to make the best of my situation, right? I'm connected with the mental health community, and that definitely helps me with my illness because some people have have different situations than me, and by being around them kind of helps me to stay or better myself in my situation, right? So I guess I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my situation because the homeless thing really bothered me, right? Like it was it was very hard, and I made my way out here in my homelessness, and I kind of feel like I'm still struggling with that.
Would you say you're more honest with yourself now?
Yes, yes. Um, I can I'm more honest with myself. I hold myself accountable for my actions and my thinking, and uh, gosh, I don't know. Um, I just feel that I have to be honest with myself in my mental health, and I don't really. I don't really let people see that side of me too often because I want to live my life as normal as possible, right?
You know, that's not really how you define yourself. I think you're trying to protect
Yeah.
them from really the creative minds and what you.
Yeah, like I know it's just difficult for me to come to terms with how my mental health is. Like I had a lot of hobbies and I did a lot of things in my life while dealing with mental health issues, and I stopped doing things that make me feel good, like on the creative side, and I'm slowly getting back into that. So it'll be interesting to see myself in a year from now with having to deal with what I'm dealing with, right? Pretty excited about it, actually.